Yes, we do park up the DBR9 and we get out of that and slip into the Lamborghini Huracan for this GT4 race around the Dragon Trail. Again, a rarity for me to come out of the GT3 class, and I am now trying my luck at other classes in the hope to raising my driver ability. So here we are, we start 15th, not the best time on the board, so we've got a lot of work potentially to do, and again with this race and track individually, it's a bit of a hit and miss with me. The seaside section once again is the ultimate test for any Gran Turismo driver to be. Anyway, here we go, we roll into it from 3, 2, 1. Here we go, rolling start of lap 1 of 10, and I believe you do have to come into the pits for a hard tyre. So here we go, a long sweeping, everyone's trying to get that slipstream off each other on the home straight. Look at that nice neat line. Look, we've got some real drivers here knowing what they're doing, but they are braking and making a move and a shake into the first corner, which we take into second gear, keep it into second and sliding into third. We are after our fellow Brit. I can't even pronounce his name. Oh, it's Hydel Wiley, I believe, in 14th. And we are bearing down, and there we go. What a few incidents there. And again, the Viper of the Italians spins round. There is penalties galore going around. We've got a penalty right in front of us by another fellow Englishman or Scottishman or wherever they are in the United Kingdom. They get a 3-second penalty. Is that true? What my eyes deceive me? Anyway, we're up to 12th from 15th, so not a bad opening lap here. We head down screaming at 135 miles an hour down to the absolute diamond crafted, the words escape me there because I'm literally concentrating on this seaside section. That's the word I want to use. And there we go, we are literally flying through here, and you've got to maintain some sort of speed to sort of go, and yep, a little bit of flash of the braking lights, and there we go, we are very close to get to know that wall pretty well. But anyway, we get a good run at our fellow Brit in front of us. Is it Legal? I can't even pronounce it. Anyway, he's got bad signal, and perhaps that's why he got the penalty. Anyway, he's up and still in 11th, and we try to bear down on him on lap 2, the first corner. We accelerate up to this section, stay into third, into the top of the brow. He goes wide and literally loses the rear end of that Mercedes-Benz, I believe. And he is literally opening the gap. I have to yield because he comes across the front of my car. But there we go. There's some commotion up here with the Spanish contingent. And they've got a penalty regards to either going wide or hitting a fellow Spaniard or a competitor on the way. We go fastest sector in that first little bit of track. Again, we don't know how true that is because again it is only lap 2. Anyway, we're bearing down on the Spanish of let me try and pronounce this name, this will be a laugh, 37. There we go, seaside section. We have a little bit of a sniff in the inside line. He goes wide. I missed my opportunity. I could have dived into the inside line there, but no, I follow his driving line. Again, I tend to ignore the best purple lap there because again we don't know who the people have done up front, and most likely I'm not there. But we crash into the wall, and again gets the jump on me and goes 11th. So we've got a bit of a United Kingdom sandwich, and oh, it's Hydel Wiley jumps me into 12th, and I've had a bit of a disastrous lap, to be fair. I'm playing catch up, and here we go on the home straight once again. The times, we've got a Polish leading the race from Poland. There I go with a personal lap time best of 1:51. Pretty slow. Again, it's probably negotiating position change, that's why it is like it is. And here we go, we've got some real close racing, and this game, I don't know another game like it, which builds up the excitement, the drama, the expectation, the loyalty to your nationality with your name beside the flag. I do like that. I'm a definite patriot, and I do like, you know, putting your name to the cast of the colour of the country you're from. I do like that touch, and it is for all the world to enjoy, and this is what we are enjoying. But here we go in the seaside section. You can see all the commotion kicking off here. Look, we have got a close cluster of cars from myself in 12th, 11th, 10th, 9th, 8th, all clustered into this tight seaside section, which is a real unbelievable design craftsmanship to the max of whoever designed that, and it's just an amazing bit of circuit, and it takes the skill set to another level, and it does separate the men from the boys, shall we say. But look at this corner. We have got a big gaggle of cars here fighting for position, right up to 7th position, I believe, here. So I'm definitely got my interest radar on. We are having a bit of a ding-dong here with the El Toro R26 Italian in the Audi TT. He's got half a second penalty, so again, I've got to be just mindful about that. But I feel that we can jump him here, or maybe more, but I go for cook it, and how on earth do I get away without a penalty there? I was late on the brakes. I took someone out. I believe it was the fellow Brit in the Ligium, pronouncing United Kingdom player. We're up to 9th, but look at the delight I see in front of me. This is a lovely sight when you get 3 cars like this on penalties, and you're just thinking, get out of the way, let me have your positions, and goodbye. And we are up to 7th in lap 4, so we've got to tend to think now potential pit stops now in the next 2 laps. Again, there is tyre wear, and to be fair, I feel that I'm gaining the longer this goes on. The tyre life on the Huracan is quite good, and I've treated them well so far. But here we go, we bear down on Javier from Spain in the Audi TT. Saying about an Audi TT, one comes in the rear shot and negotiates my bumper, and maybe hit the subscribe button on the back of the bumper. Who knows? You might have to ask him about that. But anyway, there's a Italian sandwich behind me. We're really on Javier's backside of G69. We are literally trying to have a sniff on the inside line. He comes across and blocks me. We go on the outside. This is very, very good racing. We've got shadows from the past races of the Italian El Toro. He comes trying to sniffing in the inside, but I keep it on the outside and pursue Javier on the home straight. This is ridiculous racing. This is what puts Gran Turismo in my mind the best of the best in racing simulators. Just imagine if you got real, goodness me, damage to this sort of kind of racing. But let alone, we have a bit of a sniff on Javier in the inside. We are aggressive. We stick it into him, and we stay in 6th. Wow. Just watching it back excites me even more. So here we go. We've got some people in front of us now pitting from the medium to the hard tyre. Again, you might have just caught that, but they are now changing. And again, I was dicing to come in there, but no, I want to just see where these go on these original tyres and see how much we can gain potentially in position, and just wait and see if I can actually manage these tyres a little bit longer than any other person. Anyway, we're 5th. Remember, we started 15th. We're up 10 positions on lap 6. We have got a lot to lose here now. And again, if anyone was none the wiser behind me or just in front of me, they would have gone in by now. And I'm sniffing out a potential good result here. Just, it's all about timing and how you can look after the tyres, and can you look after those tyres a little bit better than other people with the consistent pace. But it's getting very, very tasty indeed. We are just over halfway of the race, and we've got 4 laps to go, and we're a little bit in no man's land. We've got no cars ahead, no cars behind, and again, with concentration levels, I do laps. I look a little bit at the scenery, I look at the beautiful bay of the seaside section of this track, and you know, you've got to be on it to win it. And I believe this is one of the best concentrated races I ever do lately. And again, it's in a different class, it's in a different car. I've got used to it pretty quickly. I think the Huracan round here is one of the favourite cars to choose. I did took that bit just back there, that chicane, very over cautiously. But anyway, that was a pretty lonely lap, and to be fair, I could have edited a long way, long time ago. Anyway, yellow flag is waved. I'm a little bit perplexed on why that is. There must have been a spin of some sort. Anyway, with that, I was thinking of diving in there, but no. And I am currently just first, but knocked down to second because the leader has just come out the pits in front of me. We are up to second place on lap 7, and I am starting to think, no way. But sadly, look at the tyre life. I had to come in. This is a little bit short-lived. Now I'm starting to think, can I actually hang on to the guy here with fresh tyres? And you can see I'm really losing the track now with dying tyre life. So tyre life is so important in the game, and we are currently second, and it's nice to be up this far, even though I started 15th. So we've got to come in for tyres, so there's no choice. I come in on lap 7 for new tyres. Diving in, the pit crew are ready with the new replacement tyres. Come on, get a move on. Let's see where we come out now. Dump them off. Get me out. Quick. Let's go. Here we go. We're coming out, and I'm seeing to my left-hand side, 7th goes past. Potentially 8th. Are we 8th? Do we come out in 9th? I believe it. Yes, we come out in 9th. We are 9th, so it's not too bad. We've got a penalty here in front of us from Finland, I believe, and he has got a penalty. Oh, I think it's half a second. My eyesight does deceive me at times, but again, that's not going to be too much, but it's going to be close in the other 2 corners to come. Anyway, we are really racing to the finish here with 2 laps to go. He's got to serve his penalty. The little bit of Italian there in the Citroen VGT has a bit of a sniff at me, and I'm again aware of where he is now. 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th are all clustered together into the S's here section of the track. I kick up a bit of a dust. I've got to tell myself to breathe when commentating because this is just ridiculous lately. I am finding myself either improving in my racing stature or just getting the luck of the green on the actual tracks, and I must admit it must be the latter, because I do tend to like this track even more. The more I race this track, the more I'm more handy at it. Anyway, the finish, there we go. This is just ridiculous. I had double trouble there, just jumped me there, the finish, and the Italian just jumped me. A little bit of a shove by the Italian. I have to yield because this section would wipe us out. I get a shove from behind and from the German now jumps me. This is going horribly wrong very quickly in my mind. He gets a 2-second penalty, I believe, for that shove. That was just happened, so he's just been awarded that, so I've got to think logically now in the last few laps. There's a bit of a ding dong with the finish and the Italian up front. We've got me and Germany, gosh, it's the old foe again. Here we go, battling once again. We've got the penalty of the German at 2 seconds. Now I've got to be careful now. I don't want to overcook it too much because he's got to stop anyway for those 2 seconds anyway. It's the penultimate lap. Here we go. Can I have a little bit of a sniff here? I do. I keep the position. He has a bit of an annoying sniff as he's losing his grasp on me through that corner, and we're up into the top 10. Remember, this is very good skill because, again, I was a little bit chuffed. We've gone up 5 places. It could have been a little bit more if I didn't actually fall into a bit of a daze in mid-race. I might have come into the pits a little bit earlier, but who knows. Anyway, we are 10th, and it is an achievement at this point in time. We're through the seaside section on lap time. There's a yellow flag out, so I'm licking my lips when you're approaching this section when there's a yellow flag. There he is. The Russian has sadly clocked it onto the side of the track going through there, but again I didn't get the best run through there. I have a interesting party from a Spanish Audi TT having a look at the inside. Also, he has a half a second penalty, so I'm fully aware around about that, so I don't want to get too close, but to be fair to him, he actually makes that stick. It is a phenomenal move by the Spanish. He got me in the inside, I had no answer, and he got better traction coming at him. But we do have a little bit of a negotiation. He knows we're here. He goes wide, kicks up a lot of dirt. He goes wide on the curve there. We're looking at the inside. I have to bully him. I go fully on, sending it to the point I binned it. The German then jumps us both in the Mercedes. And again, I fall back one more place. but with the awareness of the Spanish person having that half a second penalty in 10th. Here we go, final lap. It is really fighting for survival now of where we could finish here. We are now aware that the Spanish have now got to serve their penalty just for a blip. I'm now trying to negotiate a pass. He pulls across me and I dive up the inside and make it happen. We're up to 10th. My gosh, he's so lucky. He gives a bit of a shove, I believe, through the S's of the section of this circuit, and we have a little bit of a charge on the German, and the German goes wide and spins himself on a yellow flag. He must be furious of making that mistake on the last of this lap coming into the Seaside section. I can't believe I'm 9th now, considering if he just motored away we wouldn't have been in the top 10 whatsoever. Anyway, we can see the cluster of cars ahead. I think it's from 6th, 7th and 8th ahead, but again I believe they're just too far to close down a 3-second gap ahead, so we've got to now man this and try and keep this Spanish person at bay, but he is chomping at the bit. He's only 2 tenths and closing. This is going to be a boil down to the last corner. Can he do it? Can I hang on? We'll see. There's a mammoth of space in the inside. He does have a look. It's quite an open invite there for 9th, and sadly he believes he's got it, and I'm trying so hard and I need about 300-400 more yards to try and pass him, but it's not to be. And that is an electrifying finish. Well done to the Spanish person there in the Audi TT. Absolutely brilliant racing, even though for myself to be in a different class whatsoever, that took some doing, and I am proud of that. Look at the penalties around me, but me. Outrageous, and we make 6 places. So yes, I have got my trumpet and I did polish it extra well and I am blowing it, but I'm very, very happy about that, and I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did, obviously commentating it on the replay back to myself. Hopefully we go on to Laguna Seca into another GT4 race, and I believe I'm hopping into the Audi TT. So until then, ciao for now.